Hey everybody, this is Mrs. Han, and I'm going to review what we've learned about writing an objective summary. So let's review why we summarize in the first place. Sometimes when we're reading, whether it's a story or an essay or an instruction manual, there is just so much information in the text that we need to decide what's the most important information, what is worth remembering. This is an important skill to have for writing essays and research papers. It's also an important skill to help us break down and understand more difficult material, more complex things that we read. So, your learning goal as you try to write your own summary is that you will be able to write a summary that clearly summarizes a current events article and includes a topic sentence, key details, and a conclusion statement. So when you are writing your summary, step 1 is to actually read and annotate the thing you will be summarizing. So step 1 is read and annotate the text. So what you want to do if you're reading a current events article or a book or whatever you're summarizing, you want to start by highlighting the main idea of that text. So if it's an article, what's the main idea? The big takeaway the author wants you to have. Then you might circle words you don't know, look those up. You might even highlight any additional important points the author makes. Just make sure that you know the difference between the main idea and supporting ideas. Then, step 2, after you've read the article, you've identified the main idea, then you're going to start writing your summary. So you start your summary with what's called the topic sentence. And in the topic sentence, you want to have three things. You want to do three things. First, you name it. So you name the title of the text and the author. So you might say, in the article, blah, 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 written by so and so author. So that's the first part of the sentence. Then you verb it. So you just pick one good verb. In the article, the author shows, the author explains, discusses, explores, argues, illustrates. So what are they doing? Are they just telling you? Are they arguing something for you? Are they exploring an idea? Finally, look at that central idea. We'll call it CI. Look at that central idea you identified in the article, the main, most important idea, and then write that down. So you might say something like, in the article, in the article, Smoking is Terrible, John Smith argues that smoking has many negative health effects. And that's your first sentence. That's your topic sentence. So step 1, you read and annotate the article. Step 2, you write your topic sentence. Step 3, you're going to write 3 to 5 essential or key ideas for each section. So what if your article has 3 or 4 sections where they talk about maybe medical effects, then maybe the effects on sleeping, then different things. So you're going to pick 1 to 3 essential ideas from each part of the text. These are not the main ideas, but supporting details. We call these key ideas. Keep those ideas in the original order, and you do not want to copy from the text. This is plagiarizing. If you write something down word for word, that's plagiarizing. So you want to make sure that you either use quotation marks, those are those little marks there on the screen to show you're using the author's exact words, or you might want to paraphrase it. You might want to say the author argues, and then you can put it in your own words. Now, don't forget, it's always important to use transition words. These are words that link one idea to the next idea. They're words like, first, the author says this. Additionally, he says this. For example, he argues that. So these are words that transition or link one idea to the next. And finally, don't use minor details. Details that aren't really important to understanding the article, you can leave those out. A summary is the most important part. You don't want to use every single argument, every single detail or example, just the most important ones. Okay, so that's step 3. So remember, we read and annotate, we write the topic sentence, we have a few more sentences where we include essential key ideas from different parts of the article. Finally, we end our summary with a conclusion statement. In this statement, it could be 1 sentence, 2 sentences, 3 sentences. We explain why that main idea is important. We explain what the author shows readers. And then we summarize the main idea again using different words. Now I'm going to show you an example summary. This is actually from Harry Potter, the first book. It's not from an article, so your summary will look a little bit different because yours will be from a news article. But this would be a good summary of just the most important ideas from the first Harry Potter book, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So notice my topic sentence where I name it. In Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, J.K. Rowling describes Harry Potter, a boy who learns on his 11th birthday that he's the orphaned son of 2 powerful wizards and he possesses unique magical powers of his own. That's probably the main part of the book there. So I named it, I verbed it, describes, and then I gave you the main idea of the book. He's secretly a wizard and he's going to go learn to be a wizard. Now I'm going to give you some key ideas from the book. In the beginning, Harry is the most miserable, lonely boy you can imagine. He's shunned by his relatives, the Dursleys, that have raised him since he was an infant. He's forced to live in the cupboard under the stairs, forced to wear his cousin Dudley's hand me down clothes, and forced to go to his neighbor's house when the rest of the family is doing something fun. Harry's world gets turned upside down on his 11th birthday, however. A giant Hagrid informs Harry that he's really a wizard and he'll soon be attending Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. In the end, Harry has many adventures, and he meets several friends who help him discover the truth about his parents' mysterious deaths. I might have added a few more sentences with key details about some of the adventures when he's at Hogwarts, but that would be an acceptable summary where you have your topic sentence, which includes the name of the book and author, the main idea of the book. Then you have a few key details, and then you have a conclusion statement at the end. All right, so you're going to practice on your own. Don't forget all of the steps. Read and annotate your article, write your topic sentence, include a few sentences with essential key ideas from your article, and then write a conclusion statement. Good luck with your objective summary.